And so we fine tune them, we guardrail them. You know, if we have an AI design for chip design, we're not interested in asking it about politics, you know, and religion and things like that. So we guardrail it. And so I think every company will essentially have, for every single function that they have, they will likely have AIs that are built for that, and they need help to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of the big questions is going to be in the future, to what extent are people just using the kind of the bigger, more sophisticated models versus just training their own models for the uses that they have. And at least I would bet that they're going to be just a vast proliferation of different models.
We use the largest ones. And the reason for that is because our engineers, their times are so valuable. And so we get, right now we're getting 405B optimized for performance. And as you know, 405B doesn't fit in any GPU, no matter how big. And so that's why the NVLink performance is so important. We have this, every one of our GPUs connected by this non-blocking switch called NVLink switch. And in the HGX, for example, there are 2 of those switches. And we make it possible for all these GPUs to work and run the 405Bs really performant. The reason why we do it is because the engineers' times are so valuable to us. You know, we want to use the best possible model. The fact that it's cost effective by a few pennies, who cares? And so we just want to make sure that the best quality of result is presented to them.
Yeah, well, I mean, the 405, I think, is about half the cost to inference of the GPT-4o model. So, I mean, at that level, it's already, I mean, it's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, I think people who are doing stuff on devices or want smaller models, they're just going to distill it down. So that's like a whole different set of services.
That AI is running, and let's pretend for a second that we're hiring that AI. That AI for chip design is probably $10 an hour. You're using, you know, if you're using it constantly and you're sharing that AI across a whole bunch of engineers, so each engineer probably has an AI that's sitting with them that doesn't cost very much. And we pay the engineers a lot of money. And so to us, a few dollars an hour amplifies the capabilities of somebody that's really valuable.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you don't need to convince me.
If you haven't hired an AI, do it right away. That's all we're saying. And so let's talk about the next wave. You know, one of the things that I really love about the work that you guys do, computer vision. One of the models that we use a lot internally is segment everything.